Welcome back, YouTube. It is the Drunk Capitalist here again, and I have another video. This story is crazy. So we have a college student turned scammer, and she's not just running on the track, she's also running from the law now. This is insane. Like, it's actually not that crazy because honestly, when I was in college, I knew that there were scammers all around me. It made sense. A lot of college students don't have money, so they try to find ways to get money instead of, working. But some of them work and scammed and went to school. And honestly, that type of energy, organization, and just, sheer will to go get that bag, you can't really be mad at it. But sometimes you scam and you get caught. So is it really worth going to jail over a federal crime just to have a little bit of cash right now as a college student? To be honest, no one expects college students to have money in the first place. So it's okay if you're broke. Like, let's be real. And then on top of it, she was a track star, so she probably had a track scholarship or something, and that meant she didn't have to even pay for college to begin with. But still, here we are. After scamming, she ends up getting caught because she slipped up. You see, good times happen, but every now and again you make a mistake, you get sloppy because you just get so overwhelmed and excited about what's going on that you just end up missing small details that end up getting you caught up. And when it comes to scamming, anything that leads to you is gonna get you caught up. They don't need any witnesses. That's just the facts. When it comes to like a federal crime like theft of money, as long as it has anything to do with you, they really don't need any type of more evidence than that to convict you. So unfortunately, she has probably lost that track scholarship, probably not going to be going to school, and is probably going to jail and having to return all the things that she purchased from scamming. Let's get right into it.
A LaSalle University student accused of stealing more than $500,000 in a credit card scam. Good evening, I'm Paula Eben. David is off tonight.
I'm Lisa Hughes. Police say she used the money to buy some high-end items before making a critical mistake. WBZ's Brandon Truitt explains how investigators cracked this case.
Greed took over. I don't know how else you would classify it.
Police say 19-year-old
Greed tends to take us all. That's really what it is. If you don't have a plan going in and you stumble upon something, greed is likely gonna get you caught up.
Foster embezzled hundreds of thousands of dollars from her part-time job. Arrested Wednesday night in front of her dorm room at LaSalle University, where she ran track. The teenager
Arrested in your dorm room is very embarrassing. I can tell you that much.
accused of shaking down this Lovisa at the Burlington Mall. The jewelry store lists most of their items for under $50. Burlington police say Foster was doing fake transactions, marking items up in price, then returning them for the original price while pocketing the difference in account of her own.
See, I've never even heard of this way of scamming. I didn't even know that existed. I didn't know that you could change the price of an item at a store that you work at and then also return it. And I don't know how that works. I don't get it.
Never involved, she acted alone. Police say for 3 weeks in February, Foster made 8 fake transactions totaling more than $540,000.
When I first saw the amount, I was
Yeah, $540,000 is insane for 8 transactions at a store. Like they just said, the store sells items for $50. At some point, you have to know that that's going to catch up to you. If anything, you mark up the item. I'm not telling you how to scam or what to do. I'm not encouraging this type of behavior. I'm just saying, if anything, you would mark up smaller items up to $50. And then rather than do 8 transactions, you do maybe 200 transactions over a long length of time. Okay, you mark up something $10, that's $10, you mark it up to $50, you get $40. You do that 10 times, that's $400. You do it 100 times, that's $4,000. Now granted, she probably wanted that money a lot faster. And that is where the greed sets in and you get caught up. $540,000. A store like that probably don't even have $540,000. The cops was coming anyway.
I thought it was a mistake.
Police say over the course of those 3 weeks, Foster spent $5,000
She bought
on
the
a
Louis bag.
Vuitton purse.
So the Louis bag is $5,000. So doing the 100 transactions at $40 wouldn't go for her. She wouldn't go for that because that wouldn't even get you a Louis bag. You would have to do extra 20 transactions or so. So it's like a $6,000 Delta airline ticket. Oh my god!
On plane tickets and $20,000
What
for a hotel in.
No, where did she fly? Hotel for $20K and a $35K Tesla that she bought cash money. Honestly, she lived it up. She lived it up and she did that just in a few weeks. She did her thing. She knew what she was going after.
Her shopping spree ended with the purchase of a Tesla for $35,000. Here it is, now in the custody of Burlington police. Police tell me Foster got loose with her work and rang up an order for $1 million, but never cleared it out. A coworker saw the amount and then notified them. LaSalle University tells us they are cooperating.
Stupid. Stupid. That's all I gotta say. You didn't even need the coworker to even notice it. The company should have noticed $1 million refund. That doesn't even make sense. And then my thing about all this is it's gonna benefit somebody, because again, I've said this before, when it comes to scammers and purchasing luxury items and just items in general, you just be scamming just to buy stuff, right? This always ultimately benefits everybody except for you, because everything that you purchase will be probably confiscated and then resold again. And all the companies that you bought it from, they get to keep the money even though it was scam money. It's not like Louis Vuitton now has to refund the company that you stole the money from. It doesn't work like that. Louis Vuitton got the $5,000, you got the bag, the feds took the bag, and now it's going to be sold on the market for a lot less. Same thing with the Tesla. Cars that are confiscated from crimes get sold at car auctions, like at police auctions, for pennies on the dollar. So someone's going to be able to get that $35,000 Tesla that you stole money to purchase. They're going to be able to probably purchase that for $10,000 less. So now they don't even have to go to Tesla to get a Tesla. Like, everybody's gonna win except for you, and you're gonna do time. You're gonna do time because it was so egregious. You see, if you would have stopped at maybe $2,000, the judge probably would have slapped you on the wrist. You would have been okay. Maybe you would have lost some time in school, but you would have been able to go back. Maybe you won't have track, but you would have been able to continue your life. But $1 million? Are you kidding me? Now you're just a straight up thief. You're and you're not even doing stuff on a Robin Hood level. You're not doing it for some greater cause in society. No, you're doing it to buy stuff. I'll never understand the mind of a criminal, because it's just in them. It's just in them. You gotta be born to be a thief. You can't. I don't think that's something that you could just get into. You gotta have that mindset. Yeah, I'm stealing. And it doesn't come with logic, obviously. That mindset doesn't also come with a lot of logic, because $1 million at a store where their stuff is $50. Whatever.
Saying the responsibility of all students to comply with local, state, and federal laws applies both on and off campus.
If one of my children came home and said, hey, they have enough money to buy a Tesla while they're trying to go to school, that's certainly going to raise those flags for me.
So Foster posted bail. She's set to be arraigned tomorrow. And
it raises flags because college students are broke, and you're working part-time. You cannot afford a Tesla. You have full-time American workers that can't afford a brand new car. A college student working part-time and running track can't afford a Tesla, unless their parents purchase it. It's just not reality.
District Court. Police are now working to figure out exactly how much of the money they can recover. Brandon Truitt, WBZ News.
I remind you, the police are not recovering this money from the companies that she purchased items from. They're trying to recover the money from her account in order to give it back to the owners of the jewelry store that she worked at. So I don't know, man. This is crazy. People, the thing about it is that because we have so much going on, especially in our financial system right now, a lot of these things are going to continue happening. Scammers are going to be coming out of the woodwork. Everything is going to be a scam in a minute. Like, and you have to really watch out for it. Obviously, she didn't hurt any particular person. This was a purely between her and the business. You're going to see a lot of this, and you're going to see a lot of person-to-person scamming. It's happening more and more. I'm seeing it everywhere. I'm seeing it on Zelle, bank fraud. I'm seeing like call frauds. There's all types of fraud at this point in time. Like, the PPP was really just the tip of the iceberg. There's a whole lot going on beneath the surface, and we really need to take a look at it. So that's what this channel is all about. We're going to continue looking at all these different ways people are ruining other people's lives and their own lives, all in pursuit of $1 without work. Like, that's what people want. They want the money, but none of the actual work that goes into attaining that, none of the value exchange that goes on between people. They don't want that. They just want the money so they can buy stuff. But that's all for now. Thank you guys for watching. It's the Drunk Capitalist. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.